Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm doing a super highly requested video that I've gotten on my channel recently, and that is to show you guys my removal, filing, prep, and nail care. So that is what I will be sharing in this video, and it is a little bit longer than usual, but I do have quite a bit to cover, so let's get right into the video. Alright, so the things that I will be talking about in this video are a new dip powder removal method, nail shaping, nail prep, as well as nail growth. So the first topic I will be talking about is dip powder removal. So here is my dominant hand, and I've had these dip nails on for about 2 weeks, and there definitely is some growth and also a little bit of lifting around the cuticle area. And this color is You Grow Girl by Panda Dips, in case you are interested, and it is a beautiful minty shade. So I actually heard about a new method from a few different sources. So on my channel previously, I do have quite a few dip powder removal videos. So I have tried out the nail clip method, and that was pretty slow, and I've also tried out the Sparkle & Co. soaking bowl, which worked a little bit better. And then my most recent video was using foils, and that worked pretty good as well, but this method is definitely a lot better than that. So I actually found out this method from Carolinette, and she posted this video on her channel, and I will leave it in the description. And also Miranda from Miranda's Nail Creations gave me some super helpful tips in how she soaks off her manicure, and basically they both got their technique from Revel Nail, so I just thought I would give credit to them. So the things that you will need for this process is a bowl with warm water, a plastic Ziploc bag, and I chose to use this bigger one just to make sure that no acetone would spill out. You will also need pure acetone, and yes, you definitely want pure acetone to make this process go faster. And lastly, cuticle or coconut oil. So I'm going to start off by filing off the gel top coat on my manicure, and you don't need to do this if you have a dip powder top coat on because it will just soak off like normal. However, if you do have a gel top coat on, you do want to file that off so that the acetone can penetrate the dip powder. And now I'm going to be opening up my plastic baggie, and I'm going to pour in a small amount of pure acetone. And you definitely don't need to use a lot of this, a little bit will do. And you also want to add in a little bit of oil to help the acetone not dry out your skin as much. And then I place my fingers into the Ziploc bag and put the bag into the bowl of warm water, and I sealed off the bag just to speed up the process and keep the heat inside. And a tip that Miranda gave me is to add a piece of fabric or a nail wipe to speed up the process because you can wipe your nails on it and take off all of the dip powder. So I just threw in a little lint-free wipe, and I sealed off the bag one more time, and now I'm just going to be running my fingers along that to help speed up the process. And here are the nails after 5 minutes of soaking, so you can see that almost all of the dip powder is off, and this technique is working really good compared to all of the previous removals. And here are the nails after 7 minutes of soaking, and basically all of the dip powder is off with just some slight residue. So I'm going to be taking my hand out of the bag, and as you can see here, my nails are pretty clean and majority of the dip powder came off, and any of the pieces that are still on the nail can easily just be removed or buffed off. And now I'm just dipping a new lint-free wipe in the acetone to remove any of the residue still on the nails. And this wasn't working super well, so I actually ended up taking a cotton ball, soaked in pure acetone, and removed any of the excess. And here are the nails after doing so. And now I'm just going over them one more time to remove as much of the dip powder as I can. And like I mentioned before, if you can't get some of the little dip powder pieces off, you can either soak for longer or just take a buffing block and gently remove the excess. So overall, I definitely recommend this dip powder technique, and it will be the only removal method that I use from now on, because as you can see, it worked absolutely amazing. And now that I am done soaking, I'm just going to apply a little bit of cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin and nails. and I'm just going to gently rub that in and let it soak into my skin and nails. And here's a look at the nails after soaking off my dip powder manicure. Alright, so moving on, I'm going to talk a little bit about my filing and shaping process. So for my personal preference, I like to use a 180 grit file. I find that this is just enough for me to fix my shape without having it be too rough. And I start by going along these sidewalls. So I personally like a coffin/ballerina shape, and this means that the tip of my nail is skinnier than the middle part, so it sort of elongates your fingers and gives a really pretty look. And after I fix these sidewalls, I go along the free edge to make it nice and straight. And that's basically all I do for my filing routine. It's nothing especially different or special. I sort of just do what works for me, and that is what I'm doing right now. And one thing I want to note is I do go back and forth with my file, and I know that's sort of a controversial thing in the nail world. However, it hasn't really damaged my nails or done anything to me, so I still continue to do it that way, and I've had no issues. One thing I quickly want to say is if you hold your file up and down, you'll get more of a coffin shape, and if it's slanted slightly, you'll get more of a ballerina shape. So when I'm filing, I have it sort of in between straight up and down and slanted to create the perfect shape for my liking. And another thing that I do that I didn't quite show in the video is I slightly round off the corners of my nails just to make sure they aren't super pointy. And here are the nails after my filing routine. Now I will be discussing nail prep. So this includes quite a few things, so I'm going to go through all of that right now. So first, I like to push back my cuticles and remove any of the dead skin stuck on the nail plate, and this is a really crucial step for getting your dip powder, gel, or whatever type of manicure you are doing to last, because if you keep all of this dead skin on the nail plate, it will cause lifting and won't allow your nails to last long. So I'm super gently pushing back my cuticles and removing the skin, and you want to do this very gently because you can cause damage to your natural nail if you do it too harsh, so just go slow and be gentle. And now with a manicure brush, I'm going to clean my nails and get rid of any of the dead skin, and you could also go ahead and wash your hands at this point. Now, this is an optional step, but I like to take a cuticle nipper and nip away any of the dead hanging skin around my nails. So as you can see here, there is some dead skin hanging around my cuticle area, and I definitely want to remove that, and you totally don't have to do this if you don't feel comfortable, but I just like to take away any of the dead skin, and I am not going near my live skin at all. And now I'm going to be taking a drill with this cuticle bit, and I'm going to exfoliate and remove any of the further dead skin on the nail. And you want to keep your drill on a very low speed. I'm not trying to take any of the nail surface off, I'm just gently exfoliating the cuticle area to make sure that my product can adhere. And you want to work slow and make sure your drill is spinning in the correct direction, and this will help you be able to work your drill and get the best quality nail prep as possible. And if you aren't comfortable with an e-file, you can totally just run around the cuticle area with a buffer. I just find that with this drill and with this specific bit, I'm able to get a super clean cuticle line. And now I'm going to gently buff the entire nail surface. So I'm using this really old buffer that basically has no grit to it at all. It's super gentle, and I like to go around the cuticle area and then go up and down on the rest of the nail to perfect my nails and make them nice and smooth and ready for application. And I know some people don't like to buff their nails, and that's totally okay. This is just a personal preference thing because I like my nails to last as long as possible, and this helps me do so. And I also just like the clean effect of having a smooth, even nail. and I'm going to brush off any of the excess filing dust, and now my nail prep is all complete. And the last section for today is nail growth. And honestly, I don't have a lot of things that I specifically do to help my nails grow, but one of the main things that I do is apply cuticle oil every single day. And Candy Skincare is my absolute favorite. It works so amazing and has definitely helped my nails get to the length that they are right now. One of my tips that I tell a lot of people in the comments is to always keep your nails protected. So whether that be polish, gel, dip, acrylic, whatever you prefer, having something over your natural nails will help them stay nice and strong and protected. So if you have a manicure on, your natural nails can grow out underneath and they will be nice and strong when you take them off. And that is all I do for nail care. So in this video, you saw me go from my grown out old dip nails to my gross natural nails after soaking them off, to my clean and filed and prepped nails, to my hydrated and beautiful ready for application nails. So I hope that you guys found this video helpful, because I know a lot of you have been requesting me to make a video like this. So those were all of my tips and tricks for those 4 little sections. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like and subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one.